Hello everyone, this is Dan, your resident Digimon fan. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're finally going to be opening the Pulsemon B memory for the Vital Bracelet B. This is the final B memory / dim card that we're aware that's being released. Bandai haven't mentioned anything about more dims, so as far as we know, this is the last one. So kind of fitting that we start and end the Vital Bracelet theme with Pulsemon. He is one of my favourite Digimon because of the Vital Bracelet. I mean, I have lots of favourites, let's be real, but because of what the Vital Bracelet has done for me and how much I've enjoyed it over the years, it's really nice to end with Pulsemon. He does seem to have some new sprites, so that's pretty cool. I can't really see on the webcam, so I'll take this down to the desk in a minute and we'll have a look at it. But I've actually had this on me for a couple of weeks, and the only reason I've not made a video yet is because I needed a working Vital Bracelet B, and my current one does not work, so I was waiting for this to arrive. So this is the bog standard black Vital Bracelet B. It's not Digimon themed at all, digital monster or anything. It's just the bog standard black one to replace my fairly non-functioning Vital Bracelet B. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to opening this one up and finally being able to make use of my dims. So yeah, let's get down to the table and have a look at these two. Alright, so here we are, Pulsemon Dim Digimon Seekers. You've got this bloke on the front, and even though I said I would get around to reading Seekers when it's finished, I still haven't done it, so shoot me. But never mind, we've got this picture down here of the Lugamon linker, which I wasn't too keen on, to be honest. It's a bit bulky, but you never know, maybe I'll use it with the new Vital Bracelet. We've got the Pulsemon Dim itself with this symbol on it, very cool. And then on the back you can see these sprites that I was talking about. So these are slightly different, I think, to the original Vital Bracelet sprites, which is pretty cool. So you've got these guys on the back. It says "and more." ... So we'll definitely be having a look at the full evolution line later on. So yeah, very excited to open this one up. I think this time I'm going to retain the packaging, seeing as this is the last dim card. Usually I don't retain all of the packaging just for the dims itself. I just keep them for the Vital Bracelets, but this one is going to be an exception. So I'm going to open this one carefully. But first of all, we have to open this guy. Box is proper bashed up on this one, so that's a bit annoying, but hey ho. Let's get the tape off. And it doesn't matter too much because this isn't a special edition or anything like that. This is just a bog standard black Vital Bracelet. It wasn't very expensive. I got it from Zen and TCG. And yeah, I just wanted something a little bit understated so that I can just keep running my dims. Very cool. So I think we are good to go. Or we would, but I don't have any batteries, so I guess I'm going to have to charge it first. Alright, hopefully we have some life now. There we go. Alright, we have life. I'm not sure how much for, so I've kept it plugged in, so let's get this guy out. Carefully slicing the tape. Now, this is the fun bit. How do you get this out without damaging it?
That's the neat thing. You don't.
Right, I managed to peel most of the tape off and only slightly ripped it, so that's progress. This packaging was not designed to be retained. Right, there we are. Pulsemon Dim. There he is. Nice see-through yellow colour. It's a similar yellow to the D3, white and yellow. Was it D3 or D2? It's D3, right? There we go. Yeah, you can see actually the D3 white and yellow, it's much more of a different kind of yellow. This one's more of a sort of bluey yellow. Does that make sense? More of a neon yellow. Both yellow, but slightly different. Right, well, it is time. Let's plug Pulsemon in. There we are, dim accepted. So let's take him out and watch as our little baby guy hatches. I don't actually know what the in training stage 1 name is. I know that the in training stage 2 is BBmon, and then obviously Pulsemon is the rookie, but I don't know the name of this one. I'll put it somewhere here on screen for you. I find that a lot with Digimon. I tend not to know the very, very young ones. But there he is. Very cute little guy. So we're going to move him over to the app, and then we're going to have a look at the Digivolution tree. Alright, we're in the Vital Bracelet Arena app. I've actually been using this app for the Vital Hero recently, so I haven't actually been using it for the Vital Bracelet B because, as I said, mine didn't work. So we changed this from Vital Hero to Vital Bracelet B, Digital Monster. And now we go to Send, Transfer Data, and on the bracelet we move on over to Connect, app. As it's NFC, wait for the watch to get ready and put them together. See, connecting Vital Bracelet. Scan complete. It'll look a little bit different on an iOS device, but that's what it looks like with Android, or at least with a Pixel device. But as you can see, it moved over from there to over here. So where in the formation is he? I've got so many Digimon in here. Probably somewhere near the bottom, if I were to guess. There he is, right at the bottom before the test characters. There is Dokimon. Very nice. Right, let's go to the codex. Right from the top, we've got the regular Vital Bracelet stuff up here. One thing I've just noticed as well is that the Impulse City Dim has been called Pulse City, even though I don't own the Pulse City Dim, but that's an aside, I guess. And then down here we have Pulsemon Dim. That is the very newest one. We tap on him, you can see an absolutely enormous Digivolution tree. So we've got 3 rookies, we have 5 champions, and then we have 6 ultimate and 6 mega, which is pretty awesome. And then I think that the Geograss evolution is a hidden evolution in here, so that should be pretty interesting. If we go to Lugamon, you can see Lugamon I actually completed, but we are missing the hidden Geograss evolution from Fenrir Lugamon. So Fenrir Lugamon should be able to Geograss evolve, or DNA Digivolve as it's known in English, with Kazuchimon from the Pulsemon Dim. So I'm looking forward to doing that, so that'll be what I'm aiming for first of all. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go and have a look at the full Digivolution tree. Here we are once again on Humilos.com, possibly the last time that we're going to be here, which is pretty sad, I would say, but we're looking at the Pulsemon Dim, and oh boy, there's a lot of cool stuff here. I haven't actually looked at what came on this Dim before, I just knew that it was Pulsemon and therefore I wanted it. But I'm actually really excited to see what we've got in here, some really cool surprises, so let's get stuck in. So to start off with, of course, we have Dokimon, who is the in-training 1, or stage 1 baby, whatever you want to call him. That's the guy we just hatched. And then, of course, we have Bibimon as the in-training stage 2. When it comes to the rookies, we have, of course, Pulsemon. So he's the main guy from the packaging, so of course he was going to be on here. But we also very excitedly have Kudamon, who I really like. This is a weird drawing here. He's like wrapped around some sort of mortar shell. Okay, but Kudamon, pretty awesome. He was in the Data Squad anime where he was Commander Samson's partner, so I really like Kudamon for that reason. And we also have Shoutmon, obviously Taiki Kudo's partner from the Cross Wars anime, so really cool to see Shoutmon. In the champion slot, we start off with Bulkmon, because of course we do, the generally considered canon evolution of Pulsemon. Moving on, we have Repamon, who is considered to be the main evolution of Kudamon. Really cool with his tail that talks. Repamon was cool in Ghost Game. Then we have Thundermon, oh sorry, Thunderballmon. No, it is Thundermon. Thunderballmon is its Japanese name. See, I knew it, I know your game. I guess he is a Thunderball, so it kind of makes sense, but if you're in the UK, Thunderball was like a national lottery thing, and that's all I can think about now. So yeah, Thundermon, he was in the Digimon Adventure 2 anime, I think, at one point, somewhere near the beginning. We also have Blade Kawagamon, who I believe was in Adventure 2020. I think. Anyway, it's just a weird Digimon because it's basically just a sword but with pincers, so I'm not all that sweet on him. Looks interesting, but like, where is his eyes? Does it have eyes? I can't see any eyes. Anyway, and then finally we have Shoutmon Cross 4. So this is Cross 4 because it is a combination of Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Dorulumon, and Starmons to make the sword. I actually quite liked Cross Wars. I mean, I didn't love it, but I'd probably watch it again. Anyway, moving on to the Ultimates, we start off with Boutmon, of course, who's considered to be the main evolution of Bulkmon. And interestingly, we don't appear to have the rest of the Pulsemon evolutions on this Dim, so I'm talking about like Runamon and who's the one on the bike, you know, Bikemon, probably. I don't know the names, but anyway, the alternate evolutions, the Pulsemon that were on the original Impulse City Dim, don't appear to be present on here, but that's fine because it makes way for some new stuff. So for example, here we have Chirinmon, who is considered to be the alternate form for Kudamon and Repamon. Then we have Gyromon, really excited about this one. I absolutely love him because of Digimon World, so it's really cool to finally have him on a Dim. I believe this is definitely the first time we've had him. It says it's the first time on the Vital Bracelet B, and I don't think he was on the Vital Bracelets, the original Dim cards. So yeah, really happy to see him, and his sprite's really cute. Next up we have Kyukimon. I'm not sure where they come from in terms of what other media, whether they were in a game or an anime. I'm not entirely sure. They're kind of weird looking, but I definitely recognize them, but I don't know where from. And then we also have Metalife Coagamon, who I believe was in Adventure 2020. Was he in Ghost Game? Or maybe both? I don't know. Lots of references in here. And then finally we have Omega Shoutmon, or Omni Shoutmon in the English dub, who's kind of like the basic Mega evolution of Shoutmon, obviously. Next up in the Mega slot is Kazuchimon. This guy looks actually a lot bulkier. Certainly his sprite does than the original Kazuchimon. I'm not sure what's changed there, but maybe we'll do a quick sprite comparison at the end. Next, we have my Tamamon. So a Digimon that I recently got in a card, and I wasn't sure where it came from. And I think if I recall correctly, it was from a mobile game. But it's a pretty cool looking Digimon. Maybe he's in Seekers as well, I'm not sure, but I do like him. Anything that's quite colourful. You see he's got blue, orange, yellow and green wheels under its feet. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's pretty cool. Next we have Raijinmon, who I've seen before, but once again don't know where to place him. But he's a pretty cool looking Digimon, the usual kind of biped humanoid type thing, but he does have a kind of electrical cord as a tail. So that's pretty cool. Next we have Raidenmon, who was he in Ghost Game? I'm not sure. Maybe he's exclusive to Seekers, but I've definitely seen him before. I just can't place him once again. There's a lot of that going around. Then we have Shoutmon DX, which is actually the cross evolution between Omni Shoutmon and Zeeg Greymon, I believe, from Cross Wars. So, although it just says Shoutmon DX, it is actually the amalgamation of two Digimon, but he's pretty cool. He's basically just Omni Shoutmon, but bigger. And then finally we have Shoutmon Cross 7. So this is like the very final, biggest version of Shoutmon that was in Cross Wars, and it's a mixture of all kinds of different things. So, with the Cross 4, you had Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Darulymon, and Starmons, and with the Cross 7 you've also got Zeeg Greymon here, you've got Sparrowmon there, and then I don't know who the 7th one is. Who's the 7th one? No, apparently that's it. Apparently that is just 6, but it's Cross 7 for some reason, so I don't fully understand that. But anyway, Shoutmon Cross 7, pretty cool. And then finally it's the Jurgress evolution between Fenrir-Lugamon on the Lugamon Dim and Kazuchimon on the Pulsemon Dim is Fenrir-Lugamon Tokemi Kazuchi. I think I've said that mostly correctly. And basically it's just Fenrir-Lugamon with Kazuchimon as a sword in his mouth. So we've seen in plenty of different media examples of wolves with swords in their mouths. I guess there's some kind of like Japanese myth or something. But anyway, it's a pretty cool design, and I've been waiting a long time for this one because I've had the Lugamon Dim for a very long time, and I had my Fenrir-Lugamon straight away. So I will originally, with this Dim, be going for Kazuchimon, so that I can then Jurgress evolution to get Fenrir-Lugamon Kamikazuchi. I've already forgotten the name. This guy, the sword guy. So overall, this Dim is really cool. We've got lots of cool new Digimon on here that you can't get anywhere else, and the reintroduction of Pulsemon for the Vital Bracelet B as well is really cool. Plus having Shoutmon on here I think is really nice. Last thing I want to do then is just compare the sprites. So there you go, you can actually see quite a significant difference here between the different sprites. So the ones at the top are the ones from the original Vital Bracelet, so that's the Impulse City / Pulse City Dim, and then the ones at the bottom are the ones from the Pulsemon B memory. You can see there's a huge difference in the amount of texture and detail that they've put into these sprites. It's incredible, really. I mean, for me, the big standouts are Bulkmon. I mean, look at the guy. He's suddenly got a six-pack in the new one. He looks incredible. I think that Baltmon as well, you can kind of actually see its face a little bit better in the new one. And then Kazuchimon, you can see he's got this massive sword. Rather than having it on his back, which I think is what is in the original one, you can see it's like at the front and he just looks much bulkier and bigger. It's like almost like a different design. Maybe it's a slightly different version for the Seekers run, I'm not sure, but the new sprites look really cool. So I'm glad that they've brought him back and made him look even cooler. I love that. And that's about it really from me. So that is the Pulsemon B memory. I'm really happy to have this and my new Vital Bracelet B. I'm going to be running through this dim and working towards getting a Kazuchimon so that I can Joker's Evolution with my Fenrilugamon. So really happy for this. Also kind of sad as well, because this is probably the last time that we're going to have a video like this where I'm going through a new dim card and what you can find on it. So it's an end of an era, but every end is a beginning, and for me the beginning is actually trying to complete these dims before they probably take the Vital Bracelet Arena app offline, because knowing them, they'll probably try. But anyway, there's still one more thing that I haven't showed off, and I'm not going to be doing that on this video, but I do have one more Vital Bracelet product that I've not yet unboxed. I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but here's a little bit of a teaser. So yeah, we'll be looking at in a future video, but for now I'm going to be working with my bog standard black Vital Bracelet. So Phoenix is here, which means it must be time to wrap up the video. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you're going to be doing with the Vital Bracelet moving forward, and until next time, take care. I'll catch you on another video.